It's been another full day since the recall election, and I just wanted to give you an update. We have gone from a whopping 41.6% of the vote counted as of 2:55 a.m. on September 15th, and then it was updated at 4:05 p.m. on September 15th, also at 41.6. So drum roll please, let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are right now. 42%. We've counted and tabulated a whole 0.4% of the outstanding ballots that have been sent out since 2:55 a.m. on September 15th. Can somebody please explain this to me? I have not heard this being discussed at all on any of the reports. All they keep talking about is what a landslide Gavin Newsom won by, and we still have 58% of the vote yet to be counted. So I'm hoping that this is good news. I'm hoping that it means that things are being challenged, that procedures are being followed, and slow and steady wins the race. I know that I was very disappointed to hear that that Larry Elder on election night had at first said, "Looks like we lost the battle, but the war is still can be won." But then later in the same speech, he said, "We did lose the battle, but we can still win the war." And it looks like he is set to challenge him again next year. But this year isn't done yet. And even though a candidate concedes, that is not a legal concession in terms of when the vote actually comes through. If the vote comes out and turns around, the person who conceded can very well be the person who is confirmed as the winner. So we still have, let me look over here. We still have 36 days left because it's not until October 22nd that they have to certify the election results. When I went over to view things going on in Bakersfield yesterday, they were still working on reviewing all the signatures, and I was reading the election procedures and everything, and it looks like when we got that first initial rush that it is by law that they have to provide a random 1% of all the different precincts. So that way, when you take a look over here and they can say 18,185 of 18,185 precincts partially reporting. This is where they get that number from. So they segregate out a random 1%. They open those ballots after having just focused on those and doing the signature verification on those, and then they can report it. And so they are counting on statistics to be, okay, well, it was random, and we had all these different precincts because obviously some precincts are going to be more heavily leaning Democrat, some are going to be more heavily leaning Republican. But if you randomize it, then basically this is a poll, okay? This is a poll, and polls can be skewed, and you don't necessarily always have a good representative sample. So that's how come sometimes there are huge upsets. So I'm not trying to get your hopes up that this is what's going to happen here. I'm not trying to say that there are, we didn't legitimately lose, and I'm not trying to say that there wasn't any shenanigans. I don't know that. I'm certainly a possibility for it because there aren't very many observers, and that's our fault. So I'm hoping, if anything, that this is a wake-up call that we get more involved. All these people that I was seeing in Bakersfield just focused on these ballots, and there were thousands and thousands and thousands of ballots. The whole county only has, I think, 450,000. Los Angeles County, the population is 10 million. I'm not sure how many voters, but it's probably about half of that. So about 5 million. You're not counting the kids. You're not counting people who didn't register or whatever. But we just don't have enough people. So if we want to have more secure elections, we need more people that are going to be involved and to watch and to be employees. The person that I was speaking to, that I worked with at the polls, is our county's supervisor of a department, and she said that her department only has 80 people in it, and they have a ton of job openings because nobody's applying, nobody's working, and so it's affecting everything, and especially it's affecting our elections. So if you have any time, these things are still going on right now. Um, Today, Thursday, is when they're supposed to start opening ballots. Um, I can't make it there today. If there's anybody out there that is able to go to your county seat and watch the process, get involved. Let me know in the comments section what you found out. You are legally allowed to be there. There are rules. You have to follow the rules. You're not allowed to video record. You're not allowed to play on your phone. You're not even really supposed to have any sort of conversations, but you can take notes. And there should be, hopefully, that there is a group there. We did have an individual who was trained in this, and he knew the procedures of how to submit a challenge. So hopefully you got that there, but they still need more eyes. So take some time today, tomorrow. It looks like, according to the paper I was reading, that they do not count on Saturday and Sunday. You know, it's just an election going on. They just don't have enough people. So anyhow, we're still at 42%, and I hope that means that they're being very careful. I hope that means that we do have people in these bigger cities. I mean, I don't know how big of a potential problem Bakersfield is. We are a more conservative county, but you know, maybe we do have people in the trenches that are slowing this process down so that it can be accurate. So please keep the faith, keep praying to God. God is in control, and we will get through this one way or another. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.